So I've been sitting on this review for a few days now because I had to make sure that I am mentally prepared for the backlash that I might receive. Hell House LLC is one of my favorite horror franchises of all time, and I recently watched the fifth and final installment, Lineage. Now, a lot of folks really seem to have liked it. My honest reaction is a bit of a mixed bag. A quick synopsis: people start dying around Vanessa Shepherd, who was in the third film Lake of Fire, and then she ends up going on a traumatic quest to discover her connection to the Abaddon Hotel. This is the only film in the franchise that isn't found footage, and while I do understand in this case why they did it that way, I have to admit I missed it. I think Cognetti has such a firm grasp of what makes found footage not only scary, but work, and I just felt like Lineage became a little watered down. I really wish they had figured out a way to keep the found footage style and wrap up this franchise in the same way that it began. I will say the third act in the Carmichael Manor was very creepy, and the daughter in the coffin was the type of scare that I was looking for. With that said, the over-reliance on the clowns to me made Lineage feel a little more one-dimensional in the scares department, and I just wanted more ghosts. Give me more Abaddon Hotel ghosts. And for what's supposed to be the final chapter of this franchise, I was honestly left with more questions than answers, and it almost demands at least a spin-off or maybe even another film, which I would obviously not mind. Lineage does have its fair share of creepy moments and weaves a fairly decent storyline, but in the end, I think overall just fell short of what this grand finale could have been. However, despite this somewhat negative review, I do think that Lineage is still a fun and enjoyable flick, and that fans of the franchise should definitely still go check it out when it hits theaters on August 20th.